Hi there, good morning everyone. This is Liz Davis. I am a nutritionist and I specialise in digestive health for busy women. So I help busy women fix their reflux, painful digestion, IBS, SIBO, etc., any related hormone problems or chronic fatigue and so on. And I do this with state-of-the-art gut testing, hormone testing, any other labs that we need, and then dietary and lifestyle upgrades to bring things nicely back into balance for you. So how to get through Christmas? There's all these temptations everywhere. There's salty food, there's sugary food, there's alcohol flowing. All of those things can really add up and then really kind of impact digestive processes. So I was just going to do 5 quick things you can do, or 5 actions you can take, should I say, that can really help to avoid any kind of gut catastrophes happening and keep everything ticking over nicely for you. Okay, so first up then, definitely prioritise keeping your stress levels under control. Even if you don't feel like you're stressed at the moment, you probably are, because it's a very, very busy time of year. By the time you've done all the running around, your wrapping, your cooking, your shopping, etc., all of those things tend to keep us in the state of fight or flight rather than rest and digest. We really want to be in rest and digest if we want optimal digestive processes going on. So if you're not already doing a regular relaxation or enjoying a regular relaxation technique, I would definitely get one on board. Anything, whatever it is that floats your boat, meditation, exercise, knitting, painting, whatever it is, anything that gets you in that zone is going to be really helpful at this time of year, just so you can relax at the end of the day and make sure that your gut is getting all the support it needs. Because if you're someone who does suffer with their gut, if you've got IBS or whatever, there's a very strong link with what's going on in your mind. So the gut-brain axis is constantly firing, so what's happening in your brain is affecting your gut and vice versa. So there's no getting around that. Relaxation and unwinding properly at the end of the day is going to really help you there. Okay, so the next tip then is leading on from that one, and that is to eat mindfully. As I say, before you eat, you need to get yourself into that nice rest and digest mode. It's no good sitting down to a really big meal, a bigger meal than you would usually eat normally, when you're still in fight or flight and running around and thinking about everything. So what you need to do is, so if you're sitting down before you eat anything huge, or if you eat anything at all, if you need to, then a good technique is to do some box breathing. So that would mean breathing in for a count of 6, holding for a count of 6, and then breathing out for a count of 6. And do this several times until you feel yourself really kind of slowing down. If you can do this, this is going to really kind of help to get those digestive enzymes going on and your stomach acid pumping, etc., which is super important. If you find that's still not cutting it really, try putting a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar into like a small glass of warm water and stir it around, and have that about 10 to 15 minutes before a really large meal. That should really help to get everything flowing properly, all those digestive juices, which will really help you. Next up, definitely avoid overeating. If you are suffering with your gut, overeating is a big no-no. If your gut is very sensitive, it's just going to make things worse. So what I would focus on then is really focus on high protein foods rather than high carb foods. High carb foods are going to be everywhere over Christmas. Potatoes, pastries, anything sugary. Those are the kinds of foods that are going to make your blood sugar spike, and then 2 hours later it's all going to crash down. And then when it crashes down, you're immediately wanting more sugary foods and more, you might even get a bit, anxious or in a bad mood, hangry. That's what's happening because you're having too many sugary foods, too many high carb foods. Instead, reframe things a little bit and think, where is my protein coming from? And then build your meal around that. So you're looking at things like turkey, nut roast, fish, so smoked salmon, that kind of thing, lean meats and eggs. Those are all really nice high protein foods. Focus on those rather than the high carb foods. That's not to say you can't have some high carb foods, but make the main focus the high protein foods. That's going to stop that blood sugar spike happening. It's going to keep you feeling much fuller for a lot longer, and stop you craving ultimately and overeating. So next up, keep hydrated. There's going to be loads of alcohol flowing, loads of salty foods. All those things combined will make you really dehydrated, probably a lot more dehydrated than normal. So try to remember to have a glass of water in between glasses of wine or other alcoholic drinks. And also that's going to help your liver to detox much more effectively as well. Get all those extra toxins that you'll be taking in out of your system. So we need all this water on board because it really helps our body. Well, it's essential for our body to make digestive enzymes and digestive juices and keep things flowing properly. And next up, what you could try is a good quality probiotic. So some people find them very, very useful. Some people find them that they don't help at all. In fact, they can make things worse. If you've got something like SIBO, so you've got bacteria growing in the wrong place, so it's all growing in the small intestine rather than the large intestine, this can cause problems because you're taking more bacteria in, and then we're adding it into an environment where there's already bacteria where we don't want it. So it can make your symptoms a lot worse. So this is where testing comes in really handy. If we test, we know what's going on, and we can kind of adjust your kind of protocol and stuff accordingly. Okay, so I hope you found those tips useful. Have a great Christmas. I shall see you again in the new year. And if you do want any kind of information about testing or anything and you're ready to get going in the new year, then just pop me a DM and I can get some information over to you. And if you enjoyed this video, do like and share. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye.